Welcome to the free world. Today we're going to discuss the new Australian deal to send about over 1,000 illegal immigrants to America from Australia. The number is estimated to be about 1,200. Now we're going to go over this because they just discussed this recently. This deal was made in November to send them over here. Now what has not been reported on is if we got anything in return for this deal or not. Now we're going to discuss what's going on with these refugees and where they came from and everything like that. Now, most of these refugees are from Iran, which is also one of the reasons that Trump did not want them over here. Trump and the Australian Prime Minister Turnbull were discussing this on the phone just recently. When Trump has actually tweeted about this a couple times. He said the deal is dumb and stupid and all this stuff, and he's very upset about it because he just had the executive order banning the immigrants from Iran, and now we're accepting 1,200 people, with a lot of them being from Iran. Now they got over there by boat into Australia, and Australia is very strict upon immigration. So what they did is they sent them to detention centers in Papua New Guinea and Mansu, I think. And what's really awful about this is these detention centers are really poorly run, and they violate several human rights acts. Apparently, these detention centers are rampant with sexual abuse that's stemmed from the people that are running it. The people that are running these places are apparently sexually abusing a lot of the children, and a lot of them are talking to psychiatrists and all this stuff, and they're what the psychiatrists that are helping are, they're trying to convince them just to stay alive. A lot of them are suicidal and are just losing faith and just saying, we left someplace that was god awful to another place that is just god awful, and now we don't want them here in America either. That's what Trump's saying right now. Now we do need something to do. We have to figure out something where all these refugees they're asylum seekers. Most of them are all refugees. They've been vetted. It's estimated about 80% of them are refugees, trying to escape authoritarian dictatorships and, bad living conditions and such and such. But this is also, you got to take a look at all these other people and all these other countries that are going through the same problem. Now, I think the biggest issue is that we're letting these governments do all these things and not having a clear path to democracy as in a worldwide structure. And I think that's one of the biggest problems, along with like Iran. We're taking a look at the Iran. If we take a look at the Iranian nuclear deal, we gave them $150 billion, and they were supposed to stop all these tests, and they're still testing ballistic missiles and everything like that. And with that $150 billion, they could have started building brand new infrastructure, put a whole bunch of people to work, and it could have given a whole bunch of people brand new jobs, and it would have decreased poverty and probably decreased the likelihood of having refugees coming from those nations. And we need to, whenever we give a country money, we need them to have a solid plan of what they're going to do with it, and we need to have some check and enforcement to make sure that they're doing that. We need to make plans before we give them anything, and this way we know that it's going back to their citizens and it's working on creating a better government in that area. Now, Trump has agreed to take in these refugees, even though it's going against his executive order because it was already made. Now he said they are going to do an extreme vetting process. The vetting process was already a two-stage process. They've been in these detention camps. A lot of them have been in there for over a year. The average time is about 465 days. Now, the biggest thing that I think about this is they went over to Australia. I don't understand why Australia isn't helping them, or they're not giving any good indicators of what they think should be done besides sending them here. And I think that's an issue too, because it's supposed to be like a global problem. We're all supposed to be helping out, and now Australia's just kind of like taking a back door. I don't understand the deal itself because there's no articles or any clear declaration if we received anything in return. but they shouldn't be treating these refugees like this. They shouldn't be sent to detention centers where they're pretty much tortured and subjected to sexual abuse. I mean, that's not what they should be doing. That's just gonna create more violence. They're gonna leave those areas and they're just gonna hate people over there more. They're gonna think worse of the world in general, and is probably going to have a increase in, how people call it Islamization. It's going to increase Muslims' fear of other people that are not Muslim, and like I said, that's going to increase violence and increase terrorism and everything like that. That's about all I have to say on this subject at this time. If you're more interested in it, I'm going to post some links in the description if you want to read up more. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Leave a comment if you have anything to say, or what you think we should be doing with refugees or worldwide, not just in the United States. If you have any news about this, or if you actually have heard of anything that we actually received. I mean, there is speculation about troops going into here and going into there, but if you actually have any concrete proof of something that we've received in return, leave a comment below. All right, y'all have a good day. Take it easy.